Hey love, welcome to the ChiLove radio show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. There we go. This is February the 1st, Monday of February. February is known for Black History Month as well as love. And can we all relate to that or what?
Absolutely. Yes, we can.
We have, yes, love, sweet love.
Yes.
We have some special guests here tonight. We have Mr. Stephen Ragsdale, everybody.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all
Welcome
doing?
to him to the ChiLove radio show. We have Miss Tennille Jones.
Thanks for having me.
And we have Mr. William E. Smith. I believe that Black history is continuous. So a lot of times we are, constantly trying to teach our children about what came before us, not really paying attention to the fact that we ourselves are continuing this history.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I feel like people should be acknowledged. You should be recognized. Because you never know what purpose you have that's going to impact and how it's going to impact the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So something that you could not even be giving much thought to, but it's just something that you enjoy, or something to keep you up out of trouble. You don't know what mark you're actually presenting to the world. Black history. We have some people here who need to be acknowledged, in my mind, in my opinion. And we will get to that. I'll make y'all wait a little bit.
Marinate. Marinate. Gonna let
Let
marinate.
it marinate a little bit. Hey, little Facebook family. But I will give you some history. So on this day in 1903, Jack Jackson wins the Negro heavyweight title. Also on this day in 1920, the Negro Baseball League was founded.
Really?
And on this day in 1926, Black History Month originated by Carter G. Woodson. And it is for, Black History Month is for celebrating achievements, the announcements of births, important timelines, events, and to remember those that we have lost.
Definitely.
And let's add, recognize those who are still here and actively manifesting and producing effective results. That is what ChiLove is here for today. I'm not going to wait until you die to give you your salute.
Man, he shows a good person. Dude, you ain't seen him like in 10 years. Like he changed.
I'm going to let you know now in your flesh why I understand you and you understand me, that I love you, I have love for you, I support you.
Yes.
This is ChiLove's act of love to you.
That's what's up.
So I would like to start off with Miss Tennille Jones.
Hey. Don't fix my hair.
Ladies first.
Yes.
Now, Miss Lovely Tennille Jones here is an entrepreneur, people.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
A boss.
Wow.
Salute to myself, you know what I mean?
Do you know the work that it takes to be a boss? Do you know that you can't put that responsibility off on somebody else when you're the boss?
It's not for
Your
everybody.
employees can quit, but not the boss.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely can't.
So we have a boss here, an entrepreneur in fashion and health and wellness in the health and wellness industry. She has a BFA in fashion design,
Thank you.
a HPB certificate in CBD, essential oils, social media, and tax mastery.
Nice.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
She even does hair. It's practically braiding hair.
I am practicing. I do.
You know, this is a woman in, a lot of times you don't know the other side, the underbelly of impending success or accomplishing certain steps. You don't know what a person is facing. You don't know what they have to drag themselves through. You don't know what type of hype they have to give themselves in order to make certain things happen. It's not that people necessarily have it better off than you. Some people are coping better. Some people are focused, and they're going to get it no matter what. These people here are to help to inspire all of us, because we can all relate to each other one way or another. And when we think that we don't have it within us to accomplish anything, all we have to do is do some research, get in alignment with what you want, discipline yourself, not allow certain circumstances to just straight knock you off. Sometimes you may have to take a little break. Sometimes stuff fall down and you gotta build it back up. But it's the tenacity. And there's a quote that we're going to get into, and I'm going to go elaborate more so after this break that we have coming up. But it's by Mr. Stephen Ragsdale here, megastar. I'll introduce you all to him next, who said, what has to be done must be done, and must be done well.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes. Thanks for the introduction.
I'm going to let that marinate.
Say it again.
I'm going to let that marinate.
Wow.
What has to be done must be done, and must be done well.
Yes. Can't be a master of none, baby.
If Paul J. Adams of Providence St. Mill heard this quote, he would be clapping, because this is some Providence St. Mill mantra stuff that was the Lord. So I'm going to continue to introduce you all to the rest of our guests here. We're going to have some conversation about love, open up to the people. You know, a lot of people who feel like they're in certain industries seem like they don't really have a humane and social side. And let's see who you know these people are behind the titles and accomplishments. You can see that good still exists.
Yeah.
You can still walk in goodness and still accomplish. So I'm gonna let that marinate for a little bit, and I'll be right back with the ChiLove radio show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.
I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop, show you how to get it off. I don't really rock. I just get the brick across, take you to the block. My shorties know I've been a boss. Chemo, solid, hard body. In that jam, so long, no.
Hey love, welcome back to the ChiLove radio show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. I hope you've been letting everything marinate that we've been talking about so far. This is Love and Black History Month. We are recognizing those who are out here who are doing it, who are living to inspire you and motivate you to do what? Your thing. Not somebody else's thing. Do your thing. And these people here today deserve to be recognized. These are entrepreneurs. Show support their businesses. And speaking of businesses, we're going to allow Miss Tennille Jones to give you all a little introduction of herself and where you can find her at, where you can reach her. And I also would like to know what she thought about Mr. Ragsdale's quote, what has to be done must be done, and must be done well.
Yes. I mean, what's the point of doing it if you're not going to do it right?
Right.
And go in with everything you got, or just don't try it out. Like, what was the whole point of doing it? The whole thing of that instant vision that you have in your mind is to make it come true. Just don't keep dreaming about it. Be about it and make it happen. And it means you want to fly. Find out how to make you some wings. Make the bad always work. You know, you be an inventor. It's okay. It's okay for us to be different. It's okay for us to try to make something else better.
Right.
You know, because it's going to better all of us at the same time. You know.
Yeah.
And so what's wrong with that? And let's support each other. Let's support growth, especially in our African American communities.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially where we have so many youth who, I was flabbergasted to see like certain birthdays come up and the young men are saying, man, I was told I wasn't going to see 18.
That's so sad.
See 21.
That's so sad.
And it's like, what?
I'm up here trying to be Rose from Titanic, 100 years old. Like, yeah, Gabby's still on the boat, on the plane. I just I think I'm going down, you know. I made it.
That's right. We need to let them know that you can live past, you know, to see. You should expect to live to old age.
Right.
Expect it.
Exactly. Do everything you can to
But
be
take
there.
advantage of time. And what I would like to say, when you was telling them, you know, to get it, what about fear? And people who are already conditioned that, you know, they were told when they were little that you weren't going to be anything. So a lot of times there's a fear and a blockage with somebody who wants to fly. They really want to do it. And they don't have the wherewithal to even take the first step to do it.
Well,
So is it okay for mistakes to be made?
you gotta make mistakes. How you know you wrong? The only way I know that I messed up is because that's my lesson that I've been taught.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to fix that so I can go on to my next move.
So you need to do what to it?
What you mean?
Once the error occurred,
That was my lesson.
you learned your lesson, and then what did you do after the lesson?
I moved forward
By doing what?
by my lesson.
Do you apply some type of knowledge? How do you?
Well, if you learn it and you learned that lesson, I mean, that's what it was. You know, not to do that no more. This is a liability. This, most importantly, is costing me money. Because it costs money to fix things.
And not just money, energy, time.
Exactly.
You cannot get back.
Exactly.
In person.
So I try not to mess up at all. I try to, that's why I move slow so I can see what's coming around the corner. You move too fast, you're going to make a bump.
True. Well, let everybody know that where they can find you. Already know where to reach you.
Sure. So I have two online businesses. One is called healthywomen.jewelpads.com, and that is about feminine products, mainly pads that women wear, and how it can help with our hygiene and our overall just health, vagina health, which is most important because, you know, that's the most important part of the body. Well, second. So, you know, we got to make sure that's good. But you want to have your overall health because, you know, once one thing get interrupted in your body, male or female, you know, it affects everything else too. So, you know, you're trying to be healthy as long as possible, as we mentioned earlier. I can go back into more details if you hit me up on my Facebook page, Tennille Jones, either or. You can hit me, I respond to both. My other online business is www.healthyplacebotanicals.com/be your best you. And that's where I sell CBD oils, essential oils. I sell things for pain management. Living with pain is awful, especially when it's 24/7 and you have things to do. You cannot let pain stop you, but pain will stop you to the fact that it motivates you to be the worst you. So if you have any pains, it's mostly because it's a nutritional factor, because our body is made to fix its stuff if you put natural products into your body. So you can fix it. It's just lacking some type of nutrition or something. So again, you can hit me on my on my online Facebook page, Tennille Jones, for that. And I do braiding at Live School, braiding, weaving, and locks. You can catch me there, 2356 West 63rd Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60636. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jill Jones. Thank you very much. Yes.
She a trained professional.
Yes. So obviously she's doing something well, right?
Trying. It's a try.
So I want you all to help me welcome Mr. Stephen Ragsdale, aka
Thank you.
This is your quote.
That's deep.
What inspired it?
Well, not to, I can't go too far into it, but there's a story with me. So coming from a situation of being, locked up and leaving at a time where you're receiving blessings that get taken away because you choose to live a certain way and that blessings get blocked and it gets snatched from you. It's like, wow, okay, I did it with doing things not the proper way.
Right.
Now I'm doing things the proper way without the additives and the preservatives. So it's a different feeling. So when you do it, you can't quit, you can't give up. And anytime you striving to be great, you're gonna deal with ridicule, rumor, things to try to knock you down.
Yeah.
But I looked at how Jesus carried the cross, and he went through what he went through, and he carried that cross. That's how I look at it. I got to carry the cross for those who's coming behind me, so they won't make the same mistakes that I made.
That's what's
I am
up.
proud of you.
And thank you.
This is OMG is wonderful. This Mr. Megastar is the president of We Rise Entertainment. He is CEO of Loud Money Music Group.
Customs.
He is an artist and a poet. He has 2 albums and various mixtapes. So this man is out here working, and he is constantly going live on Facebook with some artists, some young artists, and helping to, pave the way for them and make sure that they get through the proper doors and proper channels.
Nice.
But one thing that I really liked was that he was talking about reconditioning, doing it again, but without the additives and the preservatives. So that means you reconditioned yourself. You can still get it, but you're just not going to walk the way that you were previously walking, which will ultimately turn out to be more successful and give you longevity.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really like a real walking testimony. When I had to go away, they gave me 2 years less than the minimum for first degree murder. They gave me 18 years, so I did 8.5 straight.
Wow.
So I had a long time to really think and really invent myself and come out and and really trying to do it the right way without and losing that mentality of selling cocaine for 10 plus years and doing it for so long without getting caught for so many years. Then when that reality hits you, it's like, wow, everything reflects right in front of you. So I have 6 grandbabies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to be an example for the kids now, you have to avoid the hurdles and speed bumps by keeping the positive things in their face.
Right.
They're gonna come to the bumps and roads and the hurdles, but when you putting the right and the positive things out there, they'll have a better, my opinion, they'll better have a better understanding using their common sense of what's right and wrong, because hey, this is the example.
Yeah.
So started my record label, our own print shop, LMG Customs, by the way, LMGcustoms.com, where we do all custom printing as well. And, just building my business and building my brand. Just got off the plane yesterday, was in Denver for a few days, doing some shows with some local artists, helping them build their brand and their fan base. Now we back in Chicago. Thank you again for having me. I appreciate the invite to come sit down with you guys. Get a chance to let everybody know what's going on. Yeah.
It's all love, inshallah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. And just to plug up my label, I got some big opportunities that's coming out. with some of my artists.
Okay.
I have an artist by the name of Butter Racks. We dropping a song called Me and You. It's a great positive song, a feel good song, relationship type song.
Okay.
My artist Solo Bands. He's dropping a new project Valentine's Day. My artist C Money. She's dropping a project February 14th.
Okay.
And she'll be in concert February 14th along with some other artists, you know. It's just, man, it's building. And it's a, you know, it's a blessing to be able to do this.
We definitely have reason to celebrate in this room alone.
I say, yeah.
You gonna let all that marinate?
Absolutely.
Hopefully it is inspiring you. Hopefully it is encouraging you to continue to look towards your path. To do whose thing?
Your thing.
Okay.
Can't let nobody stop you.
It's all love and ChiLove. We'll be right back with the ChiLove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.
Yes.
I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop, show you how to get it off. I don't really rock. I just.
Hey loves, welcome back to the ChiLove Radio Show on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.
Yay.
We are here with Black History Month in love, showing love. This is our act of love. It's this February that's come together, that's recognized those who are still living.
Yes.
That's encourage us as we continue to take the steps. We don't know what each of us are facing on the individual level.
Yeah.
So we have introduced Miss Tennille Jones and Mr. Stephen Ragsdale, aka Megastar.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was wonderful having you all here. I appreciate you all taking the time to spend your Monday evening. And last but not least, baby, we got Mr. William E. Smith.
Yeah.
I had to do that shot.
Mr. Smith, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
I don't know if you all know, but Mr. Smith here is a motivational speaker himself.
Okay.
Yes.
I was going to
An
get that.
actor and a model.
Ooh, you fancy.
Now, if you go on YouTube and look up Us Crazy Christians,
Really?
yeah,
Christian.
you will see his face, you will hear his voice.
For sure.
He is also a cast member on Empire.
Nice.
He is Terrence Howard's full-time stand-in and photographer.
I swear I start to ask you that. I swear. That's it right there. That's
Yeah.
it right there.
You work with my brother.
Yeah,
You work with
that's
my
what's
brother.
What's your brother's name?
Joel Quinones.
That sounds familiar.
The tall Puerto Rican.
Oh man, for sure.
Nice.
So we want to welcome you, and
Thank you.
that's a very good high compliment,
Yes.
I must say, for you to be
Yeah,
Terrence
Terrence
Howard.
for real.
Yes.
Oh man, see, y'all make me feel good.
Yes, very good, very good. Is there anything that you would like to share with the public, since you're a motivational speaker? You do.
I like how y'all were. I love Megastar's quote. It really grabbed me. I don't think I could say anything better about it than Tennille said, because she hit it. The only thing I might want to add is when she talked about fear. I related to that so much because for many years, I'm a lot older than I look. So for many years, I had dreams and visions and of stuff I wanted to do, but I was so afraid of failure. So in my mind, though, I was a shiznit. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me nothing in my mind, even though my life didn't show that. My finances didn't show that. But I felt like if I go try it and I fail, then I'm nothing in my mind and in real life. And so for years, I just kept it in my mind. And so people would say, oh, you ain't nothing, Will. You can't do nothing. You not this.
Right.
And I would say, whatever, man, I know I'm sweet. And one day I'm going to show you. One day I'm going to show you when 10 years pass, 20 years pass, 30 years pass. And you just, one day you got to wake up and say, I'm going to do it.
Right.
And as soon as I put my foot out there and just started trying something, just stuff started popping for me. You know, I finally I'm from Detroit, and I decided I'm just going to leave Detroit. I'm going to go try something new. I just got divorced, and all of a sudden came out to Chicago, got a job as Terrence Howard stand-in, like my first job right away. No problem.
That's what's up.
That was awesome.
And then last year I got a role on the show on Empire, and then I said, let me start a YouTube channel. I just started a few months ago. I got like 700 subscribers. It opened public speaking events for me. I'm speaking all over the place. I speak next weekend at a 100 Black Man Conference in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We're talking about a black man and his emotions. So I'm just... And the YouTube channel it's not your regular Christian stuff. It's called, you can go check it out on YouTube. It's called Us Crazy Christians. And we deal with uncovering Christian myths and misinterpretations with common sense Christianity. Because there's a lot of stuff that Christians believe that's not even in the Bible. A lot of stuff we believe about tithes, about the rapture, the Bible itself. It's not even backed by the Bible. And I try to deal with all those controversial issues and make you laugh at the same time.
Okay.
So, but I've also dealt with some serious stuff, like I said, anxiety and depression and forgiveness and some real personal stuff. So it's really been a blessing to people. So I'm excited about it. I'm just getting started. I mean, I'm only touching the tip of the iceberg right here, but I'm excited about the future of this channel and the way we're going and the doors is opening for me. I thought Empire was going to open all the doors, but it seems like my YouTube channel is really popping for me even
That's
more.
what's up.
But I'm excited about life in general. Just life is good. I finally put my toe in the water and it feels good.
That's
Good.
what's up.
Good. I am so proud of you all here.
Me too. You guys are awesome.
Give it up, give it up, give it
But you
up.
know what too? I think of fear. I think about the last time I was scared, and I have a creepy house, okay? So when you're like 5 years old and you have to use the bathroom, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, you're scared of that. You're scared of the dark, you know? But then it comes to a point where I gotta pee.
You gotta face
I gotta face this and I gotta keep it moving. So, and that's how I look at everything that you do that you feel like might want to scare you. You gotta face it. It's either gonna knock you down or build you up. You don't know that you confront it.
And that's a beautiful segue into our topic question. One of them.
Okay.
Why do people fear love?
Being hurt or they never experienced it.
I think could be to maturity. You know,
Yeah.
Scared of getting hurt?
Haven't really went through some things that they see others go through. That could be a little wall up.
Definitely.
I think it's because people have experienced what people have considered love, and it's really been hate or pain or neglect, and it's disguised with the term love. I remember my stepfather used to beat my mom and be like, "I only do this because I love you." You know what I'm saying? If you can think that this kind of negative attitude or punishment or abuse is love, and people are raised under that, that's no wonder you're scared of love.
Yeah.
If you ever get love represented to you right, then you can love it. Even the way the Bible talks, the way the churches talk about love is full of, I'm going to send you to hell for the rest of your life, you better not do nothing wrong, God loves you, but if you mess up, you're going to hell forever.
Right.
Yeah.
No schizophrenic God, they teaching you, and it's really, it's unscriptural. It's not even based off of reading the scripture the correct way. But I think that even in church, having that kind of love is misguided and it's misunderstood. So yeah, people feel love because it's crazy.
That's right.
Yeah.
And everything is not just by happenstance.
Yeah.
This discussion and everybody just talking and opening up, you've actually started to approach certain topics and certain questions that we have here in regards to love, in regards to the type of love, unhealthy love, conditional love, unconditional love, boundaries.
Yeah.
We're going to get all off into this because it needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
It seems like people are we are accomplishing goals and we are obtaining all these tangible goods, but our relationships with our people, with our family members, with our co-workers are not filled with love.
Yeah.
Why
And that's
is that?
contagious. That's contagious. All that type of hating.
We need to start to put it on the table,
Yeah.
and we're going to let it sit on the table real quick. And we'll be right back with the ChiLove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.
I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop, show you how to get it off. I don't really rock.
Welcome back to the ChiLove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. So, you know, we was putting everything on the table.
Yes.
Right.
Talking about love. We was asking questions, why do people fear love? We talking about the conditioning of people. We talking about what people consider love. So let's talk about that. What is love?
Love is unconditional. Love definitely doesn't hurt. I love lasagna. It ain't never hurt me. I'm gonna burn my tongue a little bit, but you know, it ain't hurt me.
Bet you was a pain in your mama butt, but she still love you.
I ain't gonna talk about my mama.
I'm a pain in my mama butt, but she still
My
love you.
mama
Pain is
love
love
me.
too, is what I'm saying. Pain
Nah,
is
I
love
said
sometimes.
nah. Mom was cool.
Is that realistic to say that love does not hurt?
But why does it have to hurt? And love, I don't see definition of love hurt. Nah.
I think then we'd have to go into the definition of hurt, and it's all different kind of variants to that. But I would say
Very much so.
I would say that if we can learn to love ourselves, if we can learn to care about ourselves, everything we do for ourselves is based off of love, then it's easy to love other people.
Right.
The problem is that you got an empty love tank. You don't have love in you. You got all these fake representations of love all in us, things we think is love, somebody told us love, and we try to get it to somebody else and wonder why they're not happy.
Yeah.
But if we can learn to love ourselves first,
Yes.
and really embrace caring for ourselves, taking care of ourselves, it's easy to love
And
other
that's
people because you got it in you.
questions. Yeah.
I personally
Now,
believe
the
that.
word is self-love. Can you effectively love somebody else if you don't first love yourself?
I don't see how you can.
Yeah, and I think we constantly learn every day.
Right.
We learn
Right.
to love every day. So I'm just piggybacking pretty much off what you said. I mean, I really can't put that no better.
I feel you,
That's
Megastar.
real.
You got it.
And anybody with common sense that experience love or afraid of love, it's like they're caught in this tug of war. Because some people want to be in relationships and have that, but don't want to let go the things that comes with it.
That's
Yeah.
And
right.
I think that's the biggest struggle, of us all.
And I've dated girls who felt like us fighting was love.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
to
yeah,
her,
yeah.
it was love. And we like trying to get counseling, and I'm like trying to figure this out, and I'm unhappy, and she happy as a monk. I'm thinking she miserable too. I'm thinking she miserable too, and she all in love, everything. Because everybody before her was violent, and she thinking that this is just how it's supposed to be. I'm like,
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, she got
programmed.
but trust me, I've learned she's not by herself.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
I
men
have
and women
a
think
story
that.
about that actually, because that was one of the questions. Has trauma affected your perception of love?
Yes.
And you know,
PTSD.
back when you are, especially a youngin, you know,
Yeah.
and you got this puppy dog love, and you know all these emotions and hormones raging, and you possessive, and that's mine. You know, a lot of drama comes up with it. It's we're taught to be competitive against one another, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, it was a situation with a baby mama, baby daddy.
Yeah.
And my God, I mean, he was beating her out there. He was beating her. Her stuff was thrown all over the streets. And people's trying to break him up. And they's telling her, why do you keep going back to this man? You know what she said?
I love him.
She said, he don't love me unless he leaves me.
Man.
Oh!
Wow. And that's weird that y'all think that's so weird. It's just because that's really a lot of people feel that way. You know them.
Yeah.
You just ain't talk to them about
Yeah.
it. But that is a common thing.
But
A
that
lot
is
of people feel.
abuse.
And guys feel like that's how they know they love her. Because
Yeah.
of like, I never beat so and so because I didn't care about her that much. But you make me jealous. So I'll crack your head because I
And
love
that's
you.
unhealthy.
That's the
Yeah.
same. Like, how can you lay next to this woman and
And she beat up? Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
his daddy was like that, his
Yeah.
mama was like that, they
Yeah.
grandparents were like that.
Generation
You believe
thing.
that,
Yeah.
and that is that's your misinterpretation of
But
love.
where's the common sense? Where's the change? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, grow into that. I'm not going to do to my lady what my dad or my stepdad
Right.
did to my mom.
Right.
Yeah, not everybody get older and grow wiser. That's a fact.
I mean,
I used to
yeah,
think
that's
that,
true.
but I realized that's not true. So
Wah,
you got to make a
wah.
decision. You got to make a decision to grow up and get wiser
Right.
and
You
change.
And sometimes you have the intent, because a lot of guys said when they were younger, they saw their dad or mama's boyfriend do it, and they swore that they wasn't going to do it.
Man,
Lord,
But
I've been on Snap.
when they are put in a similar situation, stressful situation, and they don't know how else to respond, it's kind of a natural response.
That's right.
To
That's what you
respond
used to.
the way
That's
that
what you
you
said.
saw. You yourself was going to kill this man for touching your mom.
That's a fact.
But
It's
you
the
doing it
craziest
to
thing.
somebody else's,
Right.
hurting people. And it's understandable, but it should not be acceptable.
At all.
Not at all.
We are causing trauma, and you never know how deeply your actions are affecting somebody else. It may seem like it's nothing to you, but you have truly scarred this person. And it's giving a person a lot of power when you don't know how to heal or seek the help to heal, so that you can involve yourself in a healthy relationship with somebody. We don't know what a healthy relationship is. We have ideas of what a relationship should look like, and we try to match their image. But is it truly working for the individuals involved?
Yeah.
Wow. I think everything starts in the household. Now just speaking for myself, I'm blessed and fortunate enough to still have my parents. They've been together since I was a baby, and they are the example. I never seen these people argue. I never seen these people get mad. I mean, however they handled their business, they kept it away from myself, my brother, and my sisters. So I think it's a generational thing. When times change and kids grow up in different households because the parents are getting younger, and that causes an imbalance.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it comes from. So I watch them and I see the example. I watch I didn't have that story. Oh, I sold drugs because I came from alcoholics and dope things in the house, and I was forced to live that way. No. I didn't understand and appreciate the value of self-love or appreciate the value of being taught responsibility. Because I was the kid that had to clean up and to get the Nikes and all that. But my welfare friends, they fresh to death.
I know.
And I'm in Inglewood, so I'm like, I want to sell what they got in them clear packs, so I can go 630 Halsted and be fresh.
Right.
But not thinking about the sticker, man, the penitentiary lawyer fees and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
And not in a million years, you would think a person would make a career out of that because you see it on TV.
Yeah.
And so I didn't understand the fact that they was teaching me responsibility and teaching me those values and principles.
Yeah.
And it had to take me to start getting in trouble and getting knocked upside the head because I didn't have to come from that. I went to school. I did all the stuff that a kid was supposed to do. I was just always been, the popular one, so I wanted to be, I just wanted to have, all of that, you know what I'm saying, and neglecting the values and principles.
Right.
So I think as the household changed, the generation changed, kids are subjected to see different things, hear different things, the music is changing. They're talking about, drugs, sex, and murder, and partying, and all this, and these kids are receiving that.
Right.
So I think that changes things. And then how the rap videos and a lot of artists that they look up to, they see the women and the bottle popping and the orgy type situations, and they get infatuated by that. They think that's what it is.
Yeah, and the energy with it is exciting.
Yeah.
It grabs your attention.
Yeah.
It seems as though the people that you like that type of stuff. So a lot of times people amend themselves toward that. For example, like with the good guys. I'm tired of good guys losing and coming in last. We need to switch that around, ladies.
For real.
Yeah.
And allow these
There's
men
definitely
to be
a balance.
actual gentlemen, actual men of character and worth. Ooh,
That's a whole nother
that it's
broadcast.
okay to
Right there.
value you as a woman. Don't you want to be a lady?
Yeah.
And I mean, you a lady if you're on your hands and knees, or if you're at the CEO level. But I'm talking about in the sense that you don't feel like you have to protect yourself all the time.
Yeah.
The nice
That
guy's
you
not
can
excited enough.
be a little dainty. and
Peaceful
stuff.
danger.
Yeah,
And
excited enough.
Tupac.
The nice guy's born.
Yeah.
They all say they want
Yeah.
They all say they want a nice guy. They don't want a nice guy. He too
about
boring.
bringing the nice guy back in just one moment here on the ChiLove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.
I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop, show you how to get it off. I don't really rock.
Hey love, welcome back to the ChiLove radio show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. And we're talking about love, Black History Month. We're recognizing greatness, and we will continue to do that for the rest of February. We're talking about bringing back the good guy, putting the good guy back on top.
Yeah, good guy, where are you?
He ran for his life.
That's about right.
Because he was lonely. The good guy was lonely. That's why.
Good guy was
The good guy
lonely.
was tired of not having no kids. He couldn't get nobody unless he paid for it. He was tired. The lonely guy. I mean, the good guy. He was misused, abused.
Dang.
He would get credit for the baby, and it wasn't his. It was the bad guy's baby. He got tired.
Dang.
So the good guy is in hiding, and that's where he at. And women looking for him, but they sent him in hiding.
They sent him in hiding.
Man, they sent the good guy away. They put that boy on punishment. He was tired of getting friend zoned. He don't get the good sex. He get the weak sex. Come on, he get the later and dead sex. The bad guy get the rough sex, the wild sex. You know what I'm saying? The good guy got tired. He ran away.
Dang.
He went in the hiding. He got on a bad guy mask right
Let's
now.
talk about why-
He was like, I want to get some real love and
Yes, let's talk about that. Let's talk about why that is,
man.
ladies.
Yeah,
Why do
you gotta ask the
tend
ladies.
to go towards the bad guy? I want to say one thing to start off.
Boys.
Good girls, yes.
Good girls like bad boys. That's
They
it.
want that
You
excitement.
were a girl who had to, for example, stay in the yard, or if you could come out the yard, you can go from this end of the gate to this end of the gate. And then later on, some years later, you can go from this end of the gate to this end of the lot. Oh my God!
Then they turned to the line.
And you get to see somebody else who's being free. It's like that. It's exciting. It's like they live in the life that you don't necessarily want to live, but it's just the representation of freedom that becomes exciting. And then it's the protective factor.
Yeah.
Because I mean, nobody wants to be,
We can't be walking down the
accosted by some jerk and her man is with her. and-
Like, go on, boo, you do it. Like, I'm a whole
Right.
female, G. You can't pull up them ducks. What happened to you?
But unfortunately, a lot of that street toughness is just a facade.
Oh, yeah. I ran into a couple of them.
It's
A
just
couple
a
of them.
facade.
Couple of them. Oh,
And
my
people
God.
cannot,
So bad. Jesus.
you have to look at what the person is putting their energy into. Like, what are they being tough about? What are they taking a stand for?
Yeah.
Because you'll have some people that are just like big meanies and bullies.
Yeah.
And I really feel like
I hate bullies.
you can't gain any stripes by, picking on somebody. You know what I'm saying? That you could be like this. No.
That's why they got
When
the
it,
burn to
but,
be.
and this man could be out here and he could be jumping in everybody's face. But when he gets you pregnant,
Nowhere to be found. Where he go? He on 290.
Right.
and that should be the stuff where, picking and choosing battles out in the street should be one thing, but standing on his responsibility there, a lot of times you intentionally made, you shake up. So he was not as tough after all.
Right.
What are they being tough about? What is it really covering? And then also, bad guys have this surprising intelligence that a lot of people overlook because of how they present
What
themselves.
exactly is the bad guy? Is the
Well,
bad guy the
like
guy
the
that's just trying to get
street
$2 every day? He ain't putting bad energy in the world, but okay, he, I mean, what?
He can be a part, grouped with them, but we talking about like they active out here in the street, actively putting in work. Not somebody who's just trying to put some food, make sure he okay. I mean, they actively putting in work out here like they chiefs and generals and so forth.
Cheese and
I'm
Jim.
done with you today.
ChiLove.
I'm done with you today.
It's not regular talk right there.
I'm done with
So
you.
we look for that excitement, and it's something that represents something that we don't necessarily have in ourselves or are not exercising.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I ran to a few dudes that said some pretty extreme vocabulary that kind of like you knew that word.
Yeah, they are.
But thing is, do you actually know what it means, or is it something that you heard? Cause you probably using it wrong anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Quite a few of them are actually very
They do.
intelligent.
I think be a
You
tell they be
using
locked
it wrong
up.
though, because you'll be like, that didn't
Right.
make no sense.
Right.
You know?
That's why I be questioning.
Right.
I never thought that the bad guy was an issue of intelligence or lack of. I think I'll go back to high school. I remember this girl named I can't remember, Philip something. I forgot, but whatever.
Right.
So this good girl was a virgin, sweet.
You sure?
I would get. I believe so. Regardless, I believe so. Good, let's stick with that. So, I mean, people would like carry her books. Nice guys who really cared about her. Were like, she was a pretty girl. She was saving herself from marriage, so she got these nice guys who carrying her books, walking her home, stuff like that. So when she lost her virginity, she lost it to this thug guy at school,
Right.
who only and the thing is so bad. She called me crying because he never called her back, never talked to her again after that, and everybody wondered, like, he a bad guy. She knew it. He's sleeping around. He doing all that. But it's like you saving yourself for marriage. You got all these nice guys who care about you, who not even trying to take your virginity. They just like you. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't lose it to them. You lost it to the guy, and then as soon as he got it, he was like, I got that virgin nigga, you know what I'm saying? And he never called you again. And that really taught me something. And so it was like you, and this is like the good church girl and all that, you know, but I think that it just showed me how it's not necessarily a guy out in the streets and stuff like that. It's just something about the excitement of it. It's like, this guy gives me everything I want. He ain't a challenge for me. I need a challenge. And so this guy, all the girls want him. He ain't all into me. I want that. And I feel like y'all hunt like we do. And so y'all, the good guy is not a hunt. The bad guy is a hunt.
Mutts hunt. I
That's
want
cold.
to be clear.
That's
Mutts hunt. I don't hunt.
Well, you know, not everybody do that. But I'm a clearly say the majority now. Come on now. That's the thing, is that women say that, and then the thing is that most women on every level, and I don't know you well enough to contradict you, but I'm gonna say most of them gonna say the same thing you say anyway. I don't do that. I want a nice guy. Man, you don't want that. You just saying
That's
that.
why we have frauds, because frauds look real, but they're really not.
Yeah.
They
So, that wouldn't even be, but in the sense of being interested in somebody, and I'm with it and you with it, so we with it, that's different versus I have a motive for this is a trophy that I'm collecting here.
Right. A conquest.
So that's what I refer to as a mutt.
I
Yeah.
got you. But what is the
This is-
initial conversation
this is
between those two people? Was there understanding of what they are to each other?
Now, if there is a proper understanding, then it's all love.
Right.
And it should be no misunderstanding.
No
Right.
problem.
But a lot of times, one person is thinking that they're going straight, and another person is taking all types of lefts and rights and
Okay, that's
up and
right.
down. You know,
Right.
and that's when it becomes an issue, because now we're not on the same page.
Right.
If you get somebody that bad like you bad, you would have this problem. But when you're trying to trick and deceive and manipulate somebody,
Yeah.
first of all, that shows like, I feel like, who really has the power? The person who was their self and may have been deceived, or the person who wore all these masks to get what they wanted? Yes, you got what you wanted, but look at how you had to switch yourself up to get it.
Right.
So who really got the power here?
Yeah.
It depends on how you value that, though, because that, even you describing it just now, that can really seem powerful. If you're she's an entrepreneur. Tanil is an entrepreneur. She's her own woman, and for me to control her and to bend her to my will by whatever means is powerful. Now, it's her job not to give me that power, but it is something to that allure to saying, dang, I can control that. You know what I'm saying? Any woman doing it to a man, it's like, I tame this wild stallion. He was wild out there. Everybody wanted him. I got him. It's something to that.
We are people who are supposed to be governing ourselves. We're supposed to be sharing this space together. Why do you, first of all, most of us have children, so why do you need somebody else that you need to control?
Right. Get you a dog or something.
That's easier said than done.
What
Yeah,
what-
get a
what
pet or
you try to do
something,
something. A lot of times you try to control somebody else and you don't have yourself in check, so have a seat.
For
a fact.
real.
That's
Take
a
a
fact.
nap.
That's a fact.
We're going to continue talking about this love thing all month now.
All right.
All month. We're going to go ahead and get into it and have some more people. I don't know, I might try to squeeze y'all back in sometime.
ChiLove.
I'm down.
I'm liking this vibe right here.
That was so funny.
And I'm going to give y'all a few hotline numbers, because a lot of times relationships cause reasons for you to seek some type of additional help.
Yeah.
So mental health, that's usually affected a lot of times, especially with unhealthy love and relationships. When you need to be healing from something somebody else caused you and you're taking it out on your current person, that's goofy. Mental health, 1-800-248-7475. Suicide prevention. That loneliness will make you want to kill yourself sometimes. Don't do it.
No,
You got a purpose here.
It can hurt. Try to get
You can call these people 1-800-248-7475. You can check in on both the mental health and the suicide through this line here. Yeah. Domestic violence. Unfortunately, it is too common here in relationships. Society teaches that it is a part of it. 1-877-863-6338. Federal equal employment. A lot of times in relationships, it is a problem about money. Somebody don't have money. 312-353-2713.
So they giving away money, that number you say?
No, they can seek employment to get some money.
We just need to laugh
You know,
right there,
seek
so.
employment. And the battery.
Thank you.
The battered women's shelter through Family Rescue. I actually got my domestic violence certification through Family Rescue out here out south. 1773-375-8400. Call them when love has beat the hell out of you. Go and see Maurice Elmore Jones movie.
Jeez, man.
Because
That was deep, right?
Great.
Call them when love beat the hell out of you, Joe.
Check it out.
Yo, we in that movie. We in that movie.
We in that movie.
We are in that movie.
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah,
Okay, don't. My fault. Look,
That's actual time.
what do they call that? What kind of plugs they call those? One of the shameless plugs? Everybody go watch. What is it?
Love beat the hell out of
Love beat the hell out of you.
With a side of burning grits. Nah, just
Yeah. And since we get shameless plugs real quick, y'all want to see a few more movies, go see Magic and let's see.
We in that too.
Out this month. We are in that movie.
Okay.
we in that movie too.
Dope,
Check
dope.
it out.
It's all
Don't be
love and
scared.
shut up.
Help us. We trying to help y'all.
I hope that you all had a wonderful time. I hope that it inspires you to go toward what it is that you want in life, to seek the help that you need to get to where you want to be.
And don't let nobody
You
stop
are not alone, and ChiLove is right here with you every Monday from 7 to 8. You can join us at the ChiLove Radio Show, here with my arms open, ready to hug you on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. Join us next week. It's all love and ChiLove.
I done did a lot. You ain't did shit at all. Whipping up a pop, show you how to get it off. I don't really rock.
Hey everybody, this is William E. Smith. I enjoyed myself today on ChiLove Radio here on Pop Radio Worldwide and iHeartRadio. Hey, you guys, check out the show ChiLove. It's amazing. I'm glad to be a part of it. If y'all want to find me, check me out on Us Crazy Christians on YouTube, and my IG is I am William E. Smith. Be blessed.
What's up? It's your boy Megastar, man, CEO of Loud Money Music Group, Hood Radio General, and we here at ChiLove Radio Show, man, Pop Worldwide Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium. I had an amazing time. I appreciate y'all having me, you know what I'm saying? And yo, salute. And yo, get up with me, lmgcustoms.com, y'all already know.
Hi, my name is Tennille Meek Jones, and I'm so happy that I was with my girl ChiLove. We on Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. You can catch me on all my social media hits. My name is Tennille Jones. Have a good one.